Not at all. Certainly another huge test for us. We don't even need to go into the amount of talent that they have on that team. So for us, it's another week where we have to work really hard. We have to work cohesively as a unit. We have to defend well. We have to take care of the ball, and then we have to be sharp in the attacking end of the field. It's a team that can hurt you in so many different ways that we really have to be a very solid group. There is no one player that's going to make the difference for us. It's about what we do collectively.
Is there any update on Richie in terms of medical assessment?
Yeah, so he was in the UK for a little while where he received some treatment and further diagnoses and things like that. And it seems like 4 to 6 weeks left, maybe, somewhere thereabouts. So overall, we felt like it was a positive stint. And again, this club is so good at utilizing the resources, whatever resources we need to get the players as healthy and as quickly as possible. So I think it was a positive thing. And at this point, like I said, 4 to 6 weeks is not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
4 to 6 weeks, sorry, 4 to 6 weeks from now, today.
And again, I'm not a medical person. This is what I'm understanding.
What was the diagnosis? Is it a tear? Is it like what can you say?
To be honest, I don't know the exact thing. It was hamstring related and in a similar vicinity to where he had the injury last year. But to be honest, I don't have the exact definition of what the injury was.
How's he taking it?
How's he taking it?
Yeah.
Seems to be good. He's in good spirits. I mean, it is what it is. When you're an athlete and you get injured, you can get really bummed out and depressed, or you can realize that this is part of it. And we all probably go through a little of both, where when the initial injury happens, you're devastated, depending on how long you think it might be. But then at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we all go through it.
Speaking of things you have to go through, last week you played in freezing rain. Now you're going to Florida, where it's going to be, I presume, hot and humid.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do to that, or is it just what you have to go through at this stage of the season?
It really is what you have to go through, and I hate playing in heat and humidity. So for me, this would be a nightmare. But it's a resilient group of guys, and it's difficult. And that's one of the things about this league is, you talk about the travel and the distances you have to go to play. The other thing you have to do is extremes in weather conditions. And just being here, it's part of it. It really is. And we happen to live in one of the colder places in the league, and we still have to play games in maybe the hottest place in the league. And it really is just, again, one of those things you have to deal with.
We saw Maxime Dominguez out there today. Can you tell us what you see in him, and would he be available on the weekend?
Yeah, he'll be available. He's got really tidy feet, has good ideas. He's able to play in 1 and 2 touch, which keeps our attack moving quickly. And he plays like an experienced player. His decisions offensively, his decisions defensively. He plays like a guy who's played in a lot of games in a lot of leagues. And that adaptability, I think, is going to help him acclimate to the league very quickly. And I think he'll be a really good player for us.
Sorry, just going back to Richie, did he have any kind of surgery in the UK?
No.
Does he have to have surgery?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just rehabilitation, I guess, of some sort, or like how does?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Dominguez, where do you see him playing? Is he central midfield or?
Yeah, he's somewhere in central midfield. He's played pretty much everywhere in the middle of midfield in his career, and he certainly adds value to us, whether he's deeper, whether he's higher. It's just another experienced player who makes good decisions.
Miami, I mean, I know we don't have to talk about the players, but just in terms of their playing style, tactically, what do they bring to the table, do you think?
The fact that they can hurt you in so many different ways, I think, is one of their biggest strengths. I mean, for me, Messi's the best player that's ever played the game. And it's incredible that he's here in this league, and our fans get to see him week in, week out. I'm sure everyone enjoys that except the team that's playing him on the weekend. But their ability to hurt you in so many different ways. They have good wide play. They have very good hold-up play. Suarez, under pressure, probably holds the ball as well as any forward I've seen really in this league. And then obviously the thing with Messi is he can look like he's completely out of it, and next thing you know, he scored 2 goals. He can look like he's totally away from the play, but his timing to arrive at the important times is excellent, and why he is the best that's ever done it. So I think the number of ways they can hurt you is what really is the thing, because most teams have 1 or 2 things that they do well. You try to negate those 1 or 2 things. When you have a team that does as many things well as they do, then it's really you're either putting out a lot of fires or you're trying to prevent the fires before they start.
Were there any other injury concerns ahead of Sunday? DeAndre hurt his ankle last week. It's a high ankle sprain, so it'll be a little while. Is there a timeline?
I don't think so, because I think those are really, really funny. I remember from years and years of playing where high ankle sprains could be, it could be 4 weeks, it could be 10 weeks. You know what I mean? It's one of those that I think, I don't know the entire medical diagnosis and how it works, but I know that the rate at which it heals can vary from player to player.
It's a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Kevin Long?
I trained yesterday. He looked good. He looked fine. I think we're definitely trying to manage him coming off the injury and not overload him, but I think he'll be available.
What was his injury again?
It was a hamstring.
And with Miami, I mean, obviously you're worried about your roster, but do you think you might get a break somewhat with the fact of their congested schedule between the Champions Cup games?
I mean, what's a break? You don't get Messi. You don't get Messi, but you get Suarez, Alba, and Busquets. I mean, I'm not really sure what a break is, to be honest. And I think because they're so talented that they can afford to rest a few people, but it doesn't make them really less dangerous. I mean, I think obviously you take Messi off the field, that changes things. But if you take him off the field, you still have a lot of really good players, a lot of really experienced players, guys who can hurt you in different ways. So I've thought about it, and I've also come to realize over the years that whenever you think, oh, this is great, they're resting this player, and that player, and the team comes out and plays even harder because they're missing that player, I'm not sure how much of a break it is. So for us, it's really preparing to play against the very best that they can put out, and if they don't put it out, then hopefully we're a little more ready than we would have been. So for me, I just think that they're so talented in so many different places that if they do rest 1 or 2 guys, I know they're still going to be a very good team.
And the people who replace them, they want to make a mark.
Absolutely, and they find that as their moment, and okay, this player isn't playing, this is my one chance, and you get that sort of mentality. It makes it a very difficult proposition. I mean, the key is obviously to have depth within your team so that you do get those moments. And you do, when you're missing players, then you do get guys stepping up. And I think with that group there, they are so talented, and I'm sure there are a lot of guys on the bench who don't get as many minutes as they like, and these are their moments to shine.
When you were pleased with the defensive performance last week, you also called it a different attitude in the group. How do you reinforce that this week?
Through video, through training, through demands in training. What is great is that it's not just us, the coaching staff, issuing the demands now. It's the players demanding of each other. And this is, I talk about progress. At the end of the day, the only progress that the outside world is interested in is results, and I get that. But we know there's a process to getting to the results, and we feel like that was a step forward for us. Not only was it a good performance, but a good defending performance, but they felt it, and now that they've gotten a feel for it, they're demanding it of each other. And I think that that's an important way to make steps going forward.